A quick rule about the media. If you're seeing it on television, it's because the government wants you to see it. Why do I say that? Because 90% of everything you see and hear is owned by 6 corporations. Walt Disney, Viacom, GE, etc. News Corp. So if you're watching it on television to shape your opinion, the government wants you to see it. This case has received no attention. Except you and myself, whoever cares about freedom and the Constitution, they've been talking about this. Nothing else really matters. What they don't show you, they don't want you to know about. And they do not want you to know that this lady is railroading these American heroes because they stepped on some very big toes. They knew their rights. They came to the aid of their fellow man. And right now, the First Amendment and the Second Amendment are both on the chopping block. If these guys go away, the government's victory here sets a precedent to take away your freedom of speech and your gun rights. Why do I say that? Because most of these guys weren't armed. And those that were legally armed. And they're in jail because they showed up to a protest. And now they're locked up. They're going away. Truthfully, the government just rounded up a bunch of people and picked winners and losers. We're all domestic terrorists now, my friends. Under the Patriot Act, we're all domestic terrorists. And maybe that's why they've been held without bail for 15 months. A constitutional guarantee unless you kill somebody. Look it up. So without bail, they haven't been able to prepare for trial. Worse than that, they haven't been able to tell the story. The government doesn't want you to know their story, which is why you haven't seen it on the evening news. So if you love the truth, you need to get involved. You need to save your fellow man. And I call upon my Utah representatives. Mike Lee, you say you love the Constitution. Why have you let 2 of your Utah neighbors sit in jail for 15 months without the simple constitutional right to post bail and prepare for a defense? Why have you done nothing, Mike Lee? Why have you done nothing, Jason Chaffetz? You love to be the center of attention. Why don't you come down to Las Vegas and see what's going on? Chris Stewart said he was going to defund the Bureau of Land Management. Hasn't done it yet. You guys are posers. You guys say what the people want to hear to get elected. You tickle their ears so they vote you into office so you can collect a government check for doing nothing. You, sir, are on welfare. And you should be ashamed of yourselves. You're willing to let your Utah constituents, those that pay your salary, probably voted for you, go to prison for the rest of their lives for standing up for the Constitution. We're waiting for you to do something about this. You control the purse strings. You control the power of impeachment. You have a voice. You can talk. Could be a lot of Utah will listen to their representatives when they actually show up. We're going to have to hold these people accountable. Call them. Post this video all over their social media. Hold them accountable. Make your own video. Ask them your questions. If the federal government wins this case, freedom of speech is gone. The Second Amendment is gone. Donald Trump is not coming to the rescue. Jeff Sessions is the one prosecuting these men now, as predicted. My flag is upside down because it should be upside down. Nobody has come to our aid. We are still in distress. Most soldiers don't care. Police don't care. Most veterans don't care. Most Americans don't care. Most people are distracted looking at Syria. All of a sudden they care about 70 dead kids. They don't care at all about the 100,000 dead Syrian kids that we've managed to help eliminate since Assad said no to the Qatari pipeline and ISIS was started and the babes on Fox started calling him a terrorist. That's called propaganda. Back to the media. If you're watching it, they want you to see it. If they don't cover the story, like this story, they don't want you to see it because they don't want you to think. So start thinking for yourself. Show up for your neighbor. what happens to them will happen to you. What are you leaving for the next generation here? Think about it. Come to Las Vegas. See it for yourself. Spread the word. Stand up for what's right.